Let there be light, and there was light. Okay, that's our little ritual. This is where we are being transparent. And of course, I'm sharing with you because we're about to break the law of silence. Of course, we need light to see what has been hidden in plain sight. We are not only just seeing what's in plain sight, we are digging deep. So, thank you for being here. Thank you, all viewers, subscribers. Thank you for liking, sharing, and just growing together. I am Crimey Queen, your partner in crime. I hope you appoint me as your partner in crime, meaning that you need to subscribe to my channel. Of course, like and subscribe and do all the things that makes us US United Souls. Having said that, it's time for a tea break. Of course, while we are doing that, we are breaking the law of silence and whatever else happens. But let's invite the 14 gods that we are the embodiment of. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and hit the notification bell so you would be, of course, one of the first to of course, delve in this wonderful tea time. Beautiful ignited souls, welcome again, breaking the law of silence with the number 5. In this presentation, you will be blown as we offer you the keys to the kingdom, so to speak. This is the master key. And of course, you will find the resources to anchor on where you can begin to find purpose. So I did a video on how you can use number 5 to, of course, it's called finding purpose. So finding purpose with number 5. Now what I meant to do is give you a list of, anchors that you could really begin to understand or raise your conscious awareness of 5 when you are actually, participating in that vibration. Now, we don't need that external representation as such, but because we have been wired or programmed in certain ways not to raise that awareness, which is really who we are. Of course, we could always, begin with our senses, just think, how, we relate to our senses and what beautiful gift it has been to us. Now, what it is I meant to also mention is that anything that we can have reference to on an external realm or physical realm, likewise we could have on the spiritual. And this is why I also believe that even the word Adam equals 10, which is like 1414 when you actually break down or really look at the numerical values. When you look at it, it's like Eve equals 14, but Adam equals 14 twice. You could see that. It's almost like saying there is some mirror image. With Adam, we are able to have that mirror. Eve is that which exists before any event takes place, of course, which equals 5. So basically with Adam, there is that reflection. It's like a cell split from itself. And so this is why we could say something open equals 5 and shut equals 5. So when something is shut, of course, there is that you could call it the law of correspondence or the law of polarities is right there. And that's what number 5 is about, to show us, because this is just basically saying what, it's the mouth is like a door. It takes in and it of course gives out, which is the words. We could spit, we could blow, we could laugh, we could cry, we could do so much. We could sigh, we could sing, we could kiss. There is so much. Of course, we eat. And the form of eating is perhaps one of the most prominent things that shows us or gives us a hint of the polarities in that case. or even to kiss, because there is that external, there is the exchange of motion and vibration happening right there as internal and external. And perhaps it's no wonder that Jesus was given the kiss, which is say the kiss of death, but that would mean that it's not only an internal thing, it's also external. It's just like when we eat, there's the ingestion, but of course there was the representation of what we ate, which came from the ground or wherever it did. So let's take a little time and really ponder or examine or think about the number 5 of it's like key equals 14, and so we could see how Eve comes into that picture, that which exists before any event takes place, Eve of something, or that which happened before. We are thinking of the what is, and so the Eve of something is what determines what it is. And so Eve was really that which determined Adam. Now, so here we are thinking about mouth, and I just felt it was like I missed something in that presentation, because I really wanted to give you some anchor, some words, and so you could really, okay, so we have mouth. Now I have a list. I'm going to pull up the list. I'm going to put up the list rather, the list of words that I felt that we could break the law of silence with intention of building newness, building the new life, building ourselves so we can actually feel fit into this new creation that we are moving into, which is the 5th dimension. So we look at the figure 5, for instance, and we can see, like 2, it exhibits as both masculine and feminine. We can see that the top part is like that which is projecting, you could say. It exemplifies balance in some way. Here we have the softness and we have the rigid or lines, as you can see. We also have it going forward and backward. However, unlike the number 2, where its head is pointing towards the left, it would seem like number 5, with its head pointing towards the right, and of course having straight lines, does really offer us the master key. Remember, ignited souls, it is about moving to the right so we can break 8. Then that's what number 5 does. It breaks like you were eating. It breaks 8. It breaks 8. Break it. This tells us about the 2 serpents, if you like, the 2 sevens coming together, which is the 2 creation coming together, and of course forming in the oneness that it is. They form the key for balance, the key for polarities, the key for correspondence, however you want to look at it. And so we have a list of words that we did, and I also want to do another video on number 5 explaining about the uterus, but I feel as well it doesn't take much to make the connection that if we are speaking about the mouth, we are also speaking about the uterus. But of course the purpose for this is to really show how if you like, not just what happens in the uterus happens in the mouth, but to show the magnitude of its strength or the magnitude of its purpose, and how we can use number 5 to create. We have covered quite a lot in this. I am hoping that you'll find this helpful. I really just wanted to bring this about to just have something that we can anchor on. As I said, look at the word power. We know that 5, if you don't have a key, for instance, to your house, again, house is power. Having a house, having your home where you go in and out, and this all these are very powerful words that we can anchor on and to understand the numerical vibration. So when for instance I open my door, I really am mindful, I ignite with gratitude the vibration of number 5. I understand that that motion is 5, and so it gives me a sense of power, a sense of oneness, a sense of balance, and so on. So inner power, you are actually balancing both the masculine and feminine right here. When you are feeling joyful, joy, or when there is a process is actually that when you are doing something, when you are going through the motion, like I mentioned about the number 40, all this is processing. There is a motion or something happening, but actually the actual representation of it, where you can stamp it, where you say, yeah, breaking the law of silence. Of course, while we are doing this, we are breaking the law of silence. Of course, while we are doing this, we are, of course, having a tea break. I've actually left my favorite word out of here. I'm going to stick it on Kundalini, because again, that is a process. Kunda. Okay, this is correct. The Lini, we see the 2 I here. Okay, so it's like getting in, and so on. So there is so much to it, people. I just felt I had to give you a short one on this so you can anchor on to doing your masters. So that's what it is: finding your passion, finding yourself, finding who you are. Where am I? And the I am that I am. So all this is going to help you discover the I am. This is what it's about. Know thyself. This equals 5. So when we hear about the story of Moses meeting with God on Mount Sinai, it's that I am that I am. Yet we also see that the purpose of all existence is to know thyself. All this equals 5. So you're new to numerology and you have a thrust for this numerology and spirituality. This is the channel where you can also watch the framework of how we derived from all this, which I'm going to put in the description box, as well as numerology and spirituality for beginners. So I hope you have enjoyed this. I hope you have found this fun. Do like and subscribe. Touch that notification bell. Not just touch it, hit it. How are you gonna hit it? This way? Okay, hit it. Hit the notification bell so you will be one of the first when we have a tea break. Stay ignited. Of course, we have broken the law of silence, so you must be ignited now.